You might be thinking, well, this is just K-pop gossip. But hold on, because this time, we're talking about something much more serious, bigger, and possibly a new historical moment in the world of international music. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, isn't just in the spotlight for his crazy vocals or his hysterical performances. But now, he's flooded with DMs from world-class artists. From legendary producers to top divas. Crazy? Yes. But this isn't just a rumor. It's real, and we're going to examine it from root to tip. Jungkook is not a new name in the global music scene. He's been in the limelight for a long time, especially since his solo project exploded on various world charts. His songs like 7, Standing Next to You, and 3D not only proved that he has solid vocal skills and stage presence, but also convinced the world that Jungkook can stand on his own even outside of BTS' shadow. But lately, there's been one thing that has made all the fans, including the international media, start to roll their eyes. Jungkook is reportedly receiving a lot of personal DMs from big artists, not just from Korea, but from America, Europe, and even Latin musicians. And these aren't just any old DMs like, "Hey, nice song." Nope. This is a serious invitation to collaborate. Let's talk about the theoretical and strategic side of the music industry first. When a global artist like Jungkook starts his solo career, he's not just selling sounds and visuals. He's selling branding, relevance, and a network of connections. In the music industry, collaboration across countries and genres has become a very effective marketing strategy, not only to expand the market, but also to strengthen an artist's musical credibility. Now, Jungkook is in a unique position. He has a huge audience from the BTS fandom, ARMY, spread across the world. But interestingly, he's also managed to grab the attention of listeners outside of that fandom. And for global artists, being able to work with a name as big as Jungkook is like a jackpot because the exposure is incredible. Based on some leaks from the industry, there are reportedly some big names who have already DM'd or made contact with Jungkook's management team. These names are not canned. Take The Weeknd, who once showed interest in a K-pop collaborative project. Then there's Dua Lipa, who has also worked with Blackpink and is now reportedly interested in getting into the urban R&B vibe that Jungkook is mastering. There's even a wild rumor that Justin Bieber and Jungkook are in early talks, not surprising, since the two are often compared, and their musical vibe is similar in terms of pop soul R&B. On the producer side, Andrew Watt, the producer behind hits from Post Malone, Justin Bieber, and Miley Cyrus, has also signaled his interest in producing Jungkook's next project. Can you imagine if a full album of global productions was born from the hands of these masters and Jungkook's distinctive voice? It would not only explode, but could become a new benchmark in the history of K-pop soloists. Now, let's talk about why this happened. How is it that an artist from South Korea, who started out as a trainee for a dozen years, is now DM'd directly by names that Western musicians look up to? The answer: consistency, global exposure, and strong branding. Jungkook has it all. His career was built at the right pace, starting from an idol group with a strong concept, progressing with personal musical exploration, and then entering the global expansion stage through a mature solo project. He's not in a hurry, but he's not stagnant either. And in this digital age, the power of personal branding on social media also plays an important role. Jungkook is active on Weverse, posting stories on Instagram, going live in the middle of the night without a script, all of which makes him relatable and real. Something that is rare in big Western artists who are often too sterile or too guarded in their image. Also, today's global trends have shifted. In the past, Asian artists had to fight hard to be accepted in the Western market, but now the trend has changed. Western markets are starting to see Asia, especially South Korea, as a world music hotspot. What used to be a commercial collaboration is now a valued artistic form. So, when global artists DM Jungkook, it's not just because they want to get famous. It's because they see the vocal quality, stage presence, and creative potential that can take their music to a new level. Speaking of DMs, one of the most exciting leaks came from the Korean entertainment media, which mentioned that there is a very famous American female singer who is very synonymous with ballad songs, most likely Ariana Grande, who who is said to have chatted with Jungkook through a manager. Some say they even met secretly in an LA studio. Is this true? It's yet to be confirmed. But knowing Jungkook, he won't be careless in choosing collaborators. He's not the type of artist who works together just because of big names. He'll choose based on musical chemistry, production style, and the message he wants to bring to the song. The question now is, will this lead to a massive global collaboration project? Or just a DM that doesn't get followed up? Judging from the rhythm of Jungkook's career, it's likely that he's preparing for a big project. It could be a full collaborative album, or maybe an EP with different guest stars on each song. This strategy has proven successful in the Western industry. The strongest examples are Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia or Justin Bieber's Justice, which are full of collaborations, but still have one common thread. Jungkook can do the same, but with his own Korean style and perspective. And that's what makes the world curious. As fans, or even neutral music lovers, we can only wait and monitor this movement closely. But one thing is for sure, Jungkook has entered a level of career that is rarely achieved by Asian artists, especially those who come from idol groups. He's not just a solo artist. He is now a global force. And when a global force starts getting chased for collaborations, it means one thing. The world music industry is now starting to see Jungkook not as the next big thing, but the big thing itself. So, get ready. If there's a mysterious teaser, an exciting studio photo, or even an impromptu release from a major label in the near future, don't be surprised if Jungkook's name is on it. The music world is gearing up for the next explosion. And that explosion, most likely, will come from the DMs that are now full of the world's biggest names, all wanting one thing: a collaboration with Jungkook.